I was told, even though I've been here 20 years, and he arrived in the time that I've been here, but I was working up at the Historical Society. He's a pretty fit fellow, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to make some extra money picking coffee." You know how long he lasted? 1 day. So it is one that, not that you would last longer. But, I mean, you might. We leave all possibilities open, but it is really it's a lot of work, and yet they can do well. They can do so well actually that they won't have to work another 6 months. They can work 6 months and not work 6 months. Unfortunately, what happens for most of them is when they go home, their families want them to keep working to support them in the style to which they'd like to become accustomed. Instead of sitting around and putting their feet up, which they deserve to do after working so hard here. But that's another story. And we do employ 50 full-time workers to do the general maintenance on the farm. They're the people who run things like the wet mill, the dry mill, places like that, and do the pruning and all the other maintenance jobs that need to be done here. As I already mentioned, some of them live here too, and have lived here for a long time and have multiple generations. That, again, is a tradition here in Hawaii. Now, once coffee is picked, I did mention there's a wet mill and a dry mill. Let me give you kind of a once-over lightly overview of what happens. The wet mill takes off 2 of the 4 layers that cover each coffee bean. The dry mill takes off the other 2. Now we're going to go past the wet mill, and by what I say next, I think will help you visualize what happens there. It takes off the coffee cherry layer, which you can't do today because the machine that does it needs some work tomorrow. But it's only been broken down a day, so they'll get it fixed tomorrow. But it takes off the coffee cherry layer and a mucilaginous layer that's underneath that. The coffee cherry layer we're going to keep and sell to a company that produces products called Kona Red. The guy who started that company discovered that Kona Red has 7 times the antioxidants of blueberries. And you can read more about that on the little green shed that we have in the shop if you're interested. We don't have all their products right now. We have only one, which is a powder. But I like telling the story because it proves we don't waste anything. The mucilaginous layer becomes fertilizer along with any rejects that we have from anything that is that people sell us, because we do buy from these 200 or 300 smaller farms. They don't try to cheat us. Our own pickers don't try to cheat us, but they're going to make mistakes. They're going to pick overripe, underripe, and just have general junk in the bag. One of the jobs of these guys over here at the wet mill is to inspect the coffee and make sure that everything that goes into the machine is right. You can probably see where the prune line is here. They do leave a couple of shoots on the top, and they'll produce coffee, but not nearly so much as down here, as you can see. They're really, really beautiful plants. And this is what you'll see throughout our farm. These are more widely spaced. Look at the ones behind you going up the mountainside, how tight they are.
Yeah.
But the pickers can still get in there. That's all that matters.
Right.
Now, housing over here is where the pickers live. Up there, that's what we call a coffee shack. They don't pay for this, in a place where affordable housing is an oxymoron. It's the least we can. I always like to end with a couple of Hawaiian phrases, one of which you already know because you hear it all the time. It's mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much for touring Greenwell Farms and for your interest in Kona coffee, which is so important to so many of us in this community. The other phrase you may not know, but you're welcome to use it from now on, it is a hui ho, till we meet again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Visit all these islands and saw everything. How would they feel about the changes of our land? Could you just imagine if they were around and saw highways on the sacred grounds? How would they feel about this modern city life? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would start to realize that our people are in great, great danger now. Would they feel? Would their smiles be content then and cry? For the land that was taken away, and then yet you'll find Hawaii. Could you just imagine if they came back and saw traffic lights and railroad tracks? How would they feel about this modern city life? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would start to realize that our land is in great, great danger now. All the fighting that the king had done to conquer all these islands, now there's condominiums. How would he feel if he saw Hawaii? O pai hoi, o hele mai eu, na tua hine, ai avai, ai apuhi, nui o puhi, ali'ili ieu a'ole loa pupu pupu ho'i ua hele mai eu nā tuaine ai a puhi nui o puhi ali'ili eu a'ole loa. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those hot, long summer days, lying there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Oh, last night in my dreams I saw your face again. We were there in the sun.